Everyone, welcome to an episode of Gas or Trash. Today we will be smoking on ice cream cone. I've smoked on it a little bit. Little editor's secret. I've had to reshoot this because I halfway through, or not halfway, like 12 minutes into filming this video, I realized I don't have a subject to talk about. And so when I tried to come up with a subject on the fly and stick to one theme for this video, it didn't turn out good. I wasn't proud of it, so I trashed the whole thing. And now I'm redoing this, and as you can see, I didn't get far into that. But today we'll be smoking on ice cream cone. It is a strain. I typically get the $5 ounce of shake from Okie Wonderland. This is not sponsored, but I think, say what you will about smoking on shake, but I mean, when you're broke, right? So I think that's an amazing deal. $5 an ounce. Like, that is, I don't think people realize that is still like an ounce of green tobacco that we are smoking on. It's still an ounce. An ounce is an ounce. Right, like, and so, yeah, and along with that, in case we need it, we got Benjamin here, with mango fucking, mango banana, and it is actually awesome. The cart is from a brand called, Cloud Z. Highly recommend them. Again, not sponsored. But this is just a shout out of sorts. So, anyways, and today, if you saw from my earlier example from our cigarette here, we'll be using a glass tip, which I don't really know what they do. Maybe they act as a better filter of sorts. I don't really know. But all I know is that it does hit a lot better, like coming out of a glass tip, then it's kind of like soda. Like, you drink out of a tin can and you're like, alright, that's good. And you drink out of a glass bottle and you're like, oh, that's really good, right? It's like, how though? Like with the soda though, I know why. It's because, the liquid absorbs from the... Anyways, that wouldn't make sense with this because there's still a filter right there, so it has to go through that. So I don't know. I'm a dumbass. Chronically a dumbass. So don't ask me to explain. I know a little about a lot. That's all I got. Is a little about a lot, which is why these videos work, where I can kind of ramble on a little bit about a variety of subjects. So, let's get to smoking and get to talking, right? So, and yes, this is the green tobacco. By the way, as you can tell, I smoked on this. It's gas, from what I can tell. The strain, at least, is gas. I mean, it's got a nice kind of indica vibe to it, I think. I really don't know. I didn't ask what step it was. I never do, though. Like, this could be indica. I know my pen is sativa, because this cigarette is... I don't know what this cigarette is. It's, but the pen is sativa. I know the name is ice cream. So, awesome. I like ice cream. Does not taste like ice cream, though. So, minus 10 points for that. You really tricked me there. Anyways. Oh, you know what we should talk about? We need to fucking talk about that latest video on King Virgo's channel that I was on. Fucking that shit blew the fuck up. 680 views. There's engagement on the video. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys here. I haven't even opened up about this to King Virgo, but I was starting to believe that this weed content wouldn't work. Or this green tobacco content wouldn't work. Because I don't really know. I just wasn't seeing the kind of views I was getting when I did my comic dubs. And I thought, man, maybe I should just go back to doing those. But then again, the moral implications hit of, are you stealing somebody's content, right? Like, I can't, on one hand, I think voice acting in itself is an art that you can do, but it's better to do it when it's original, or if you are given explicit permission to do so. And I probably should take down those videos that I did, but it's hard. I want you to understand that it's hard. Those are my biggest videos that I have on my channel. They have the most, like, views, they are basically what made me think, oh, I can do this YouTube stuff. So, it's kind of hard, but I'm still debating it. Let's say that. I'm debating deleting those videos. They are the videos which would not have made this channel what it is, but at the same time, and from my point of view, it is stolen content. I never fully personally asked the artist for the pictures. I always gave credit, but part of me feels like that's not enough of a I wasn't transformative enough with it. So I do want to find more voice acting content to do, but for that I will have to, I don't know, come up with it myself. Come up with an idea, or if you wish, comment an idea down below. I can do something that's somewhat that I can turn into my own, right? Like a voice acting game or a voice acting challenge. Something I could, maybe invite King Virgo onto my channel and do. Just comment down below. I mean, because I do want to do more of the voice acting content. And trust me, if we can make it JoJo themed, fuck it. I'll make it JoJo themed. But yeah, that's just me going a bit further into the details of the voice acting content, and it is, regretfully, I will not be continuing the comic dubs. Just again, in my personal opinion, I was stealing content, and, those videos, are going to be probably deleted, maybe. Again, debating that. It's hard. I keep saying that. Anyways, so with that being said, I really don't know what's going to be up on my channel anymore. I don't know it's probably going to be vlogs like these where I talk to you guys, comment on some situations I've seen, right? Like, but yeah, holy shit, was that whole thing a side tangent? It was. Holy fuck. Alright, anyways, my original, point was, you guys blew the fuck up out of that video, in a way. Like, it's not like trending on the trending tab, but it is like, I mean, comparatively to all our other videos, that has probably, and that kinda might go to show that skill does have something to do with it, because Virgo is getting to be an editing master comparatively to me. He's not like a professional editor or anything, but like, motherfucker knows his way around the editing software on his phone. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm most likely be using CapCut to edit this. Like, damn. But, by the way, no. One of you motherfuckers commented I look like a skinny Chris Chan. Fuck you and your entire fucking family for that. Like, I hope you fucking trip and everybody sees it. Like, swear to God. Fuck you for that. Oh. Yeah, no, that insulted my soul when I read that. You little hoe. But anyways, that shit aside, yeah, it's just, yeah, you guys blew the fuck up that video in a way, like, comparatively to what we've been putting out recently. But yeah, a lot of the comments were saying this was funny, you know, like, you know, you guys were commenting some funny stuff under it, but, anyways, speaking of YouTube, I want to just kind of talk about that video I put out recently, where I did my moist critical impression, and I said, like, I shit my pants. Of all the videos I've posted, that's, well, okay, we can't lie. That video mostly got popular because it had Charlie's name in it. Like, I can't, oh, dude, that shit, like, only popped off because Charlie's name was in it, and I fully acknowledge that. But, I don't know if you could do a shitty moist critical impression, it would pop off on YouTube. Not really. I mean, I just managed to learn some of his mannerisms and phrases. I mean, it's really not that accurate. I'm really just putting on a deeper voice and like, maybe when he was younger, but definitely not now. But yeah. Right, see, there's some voice acting content technically that I did. Well, that was just acting content in general. But yeah. Also, there's something I want to talk about. And not a lot of people talk about this. I'm into Greek mythology. Like, I got into Greek mythology around senior year of high school. Hell, I even have a little Poseidon tattoo. You know, it was the first tattoo I ever got. My only tattoo right now. Not my last, though. I definitely want more. I want to talk about hate that, you know, the fucking just bashing the Greek mythology community does. Like, uncalled for, guys. It really is. There's a bunch of different tellings of these stories throughout history. Of course, some variations are gonna be different. Hell, most of these stories originated by word of mouth. being passed on from person to person until they started writing things down. Everything was just given orally, pause, but and so it's crazy to me that people will see one variation and just absolutely dogpile on it, right? Like, I see, like, a big example, alright, is Lore Olympus. Now, your feelings on it could be whatever. I don't care. I liked it personally, but you know what? It's not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone likes, you know, romance stuff and all that. But yeah, it might not be everyone's cup of tea. No need to go bashing it. Like, seriously, I saw this one creator saying, like, oh, like, why even use the Greek gods if you're not going to use any of its original story? And now this is why I'm going to put a spoiler warning for Lore Olympus. The fuck you mean? Like, it is based off the Greek story of Hades and Persephone. It is a different retelling of this story. Now hear me out. It is a retelling of the story. Things are going to be different in the story. You know, they introduced this factor, which I don't know if this is... Maybe this does come from some Greek source, but as far as I know, it is a Lore Olympus original. Fucking... Who is it? Yeah, the fucking, nature god, fertility goddess. Alright, yeah. They introduced fertility goddess, which I know, like, fertility goddess is a thing in Greek mythology, somewhat, but it really just means they're, like, in charge of, like, life and stuff. Like, some aspect of life. Whether it's, like, you know, childbirth, marriage, plant growth. That's even considered fertility goddess. But in this aspect, fertility goddesses are specifically daughters of Gaia. Which, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a kind of a cool aspect. Granted, they pretty much... but I just think around the end they kind of, like, overdid it with the... I do agree with that. I think they overdid it around the end with the whole growing big thing. But yeah, there was a lot of aspects of Greek mythology within not even just the story of Hades and Persephone. There was, they even touched up a little into Aphrodite's affair, but they switched it around, sort of. Basically, Aphrodite and Ares were kind of together, like, but Ares would leave a lot, and, you know, Aphrodite would just ended up not being able to handle it anymore, and so she broke up with Ares, and so then she went and married Hephaestus, and when it came time, like, oh, is she going to cheat on him? She did not. So they did change that aspect of it. They kind of made Aphrodite's affair not an affair. But, I mean, again, this is a retelling of the story. The author wants the characters to turn out different. Alright. Think about it. There are many contradictions within the original text that everyone likes to quote. Like, Homer said this, Homer said that, like, or fucking, but then you go and read the Theogony, And fucking Hesiod's like, no, what? It went like this. This has been done throughout history. So, but the reason I talk about this is because they will bash one thing for doing this, for changing the story, and then completely uplift another, like praising it as the holy grail of Greek mythology stories. And I believe we know what I'm about to say. Percy Jackson. And yes, I know it sounds like I'm hating on Percy. I'm not. I love Percy Jackson. I'm on the 5th book now. It's fucking amazing. But you cannot fucking go and bash Lore Olympus for not having a completely accurate depiction of Greek mythology, and then praise Percy Jackson because they do the same thing. Like, okay, stay with me here. Nowhere in Greek mythology does it say all the gods shift towards wherever the most power is. What? No. Like, so that's first. Secondly, Pan is not actually dead. It most likely, and my source is oversimplified production. Not oversimplified, what the fuck? Overly sarcastic productions. They do a lot of Greek mythology. And don't get me wrong, I do my own research too into this. I'm not just speaking out my ass, but this is definitely one of those subjects where it's like, yeah, I got this from a YouTuber. But the Pan being dead thing is I just want to say that definitely is coming from a YouTuber's point of view. And so I don't know. I never did my own research on this, but apparently it might have been a mistranslation from some other cult where, because Pan because Pan also means all, right? So again, it just basically may have been one big miscommunication from that's as simplified as I can make it, without having to go on a whole side tangent. It may have been a mistranslation. So, Pan, not actually dead. But there's also, well, technically, but yeah, there was also there's just a lot of things just aren't accurate in Percy Jackson. Or, well, accurate, may I say, right? Like, again, this isn't like me bashing Percy Jackson. This is me criticizing people who bash Lore Olympus and then praise Percy Jackson for the same reasons, right? Like seriously, Percy Jackson is no more accurate than hold on. Actually, I would even say Lore Olympus has more of a pass, because it's supposed to be a retelling. And the author even says this is a retelling of the stories. This is in no way connected to the original hymns. Percy, on the other hand, doesn't really give that warning. In fact, it derives a lot of it on past myths. Again, this is just me criticizing people who bash one thing and praise another because it's just hypocritical, in my point of view. But yeah, and I'm probably gonna light back up. I was just taking a break. It's hitting, man. It's fucking hitting. But, anyways, fucking... But yeah, people just will bash one thing and then praise another for no fucking reason. For the same fucking reason. And I just never got that, right? Like, sure, you're allowed to criticize a work, but you have to be fair in your criticisms. You know, is what I mean. Is what I'm trying to say. Again, like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, hell, you could hate Percy Jackson and love Lore Olympus, or you could love Lore Olympus hate Lore Olympus and love Percy Jackson, or you could just do like me and love both. So, like, I mean, I don't love neither. That too. I don't. Again, not my place to judge. Which is a lesson people really need to fucking learn. It's really not our place to judge any... Well, hold on. Actually, I'm not going around doing this. And if you are, I'm gonna judge you, right? Like, bro, Diddy, Drake. Oh. In my TikTok bio, it says I'm the number 2 Drake hater. I'd been on that shit though. I'd always. Now again, this was me when I was like a child, right? I was still like freshman year of high school when I started getting into hip hop or in rap, and even back then I was like, I mean, yeah, Drake's good when he sings. I mean, when he's like singing, but like, I mean, you don't really see his raps popping off like that, right? Like, I mean, not like his fucking pop songs are. I mean, and then all respect was lost for him when I found out that. And by the way, I bet you're thinking I'm going to talk about the ghostwriting. I'm not. I'm going to talk about him stealing the fucking flows and lyrics of other artists. What the fuck? Fucking tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in the... Like, what the fuck? That was the first example, and I didn't really... I don't know how... It didn't really pop off until, like, later. And now people are rewatching that, like, oh my god! Drake's downfall's here! Yeah, I mean, like, when I learned, like, he, like, stole lyric, and then and then Kendrick Lamar came in and just fucking ended it. I didn't even know about the shit until Kendrick came in. Which is sad that shit didn't cross my radar, but all this other shit did. Like, I was definitely getting anti-Drake content fed to me, right? But for some reason, that wasn't being fed to me. Like I really, like, kind of kept up with that shit when it's, like, whenever, like, because it would make noise, right, in the hip-hop community. And so fucking Drake being a pedophile, and I'm not learning this until Kendrick Lamar fucking released. I didn't even get that, like, the bar where he was like, in Euphoria, where he was like, it wasn't until Meet the Grams when he outright said, this man is a fucking pedophile. I was like, huh? Excuse me? Damn. P. Drizzy out here. Oh my god. The day I learned someone called him P. Drizzy, I fucking lost it. Ain't no party like a drizzy party. No. That's foul. But yeah. And isn't there a video of Drake getting his ass beat by Diddy? Like, damn. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much that's roach territory. But yeah, that's my opinion on Drake. Fuck him. He's a pedophile, and he can fucking gargle my balls. Except he probably wouldn't. I'm a little too old for him. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop now. And you can bet your ass this is gonna be one highly edited video. Oh, fuck me. Anyways, this is I don't know strain. So yeah, I just want to smoke more. But yeah, fucking Drake out here fucking dude. Like, seriously, how fucking hard is it to keep away from minors? Like, it's not difficult. Like, it's not difficult to not be a pedophile. Don't diddle kids. What the fuck? The fact that I have to say that is fucking sick. It is fucking sick, the fact that I have to actually say that to some content creators. And Dr. Disrespect. Fucking hell. I don't care. He didn't say how old she was. She said they were a minor. They were a minor. That is all you need to know. He was not a minor. They were a minor. That is it. That is plain and simple. Anyways. But yeah. So if you defend Dr. Disrespect or any sort of pedophile, get the fuck out. Alright? The fact that we are having this many celebrities and internet influencers coming out as fucking pedophiles is fucking sick. It fucking sickens me. How? Anyways, let's get off this shit, because I just want to say that will be my stance on any future celebrities who come out as pedophiles. If I give you praise, I take it all fucking back. You're monsters. You're fucking monsters. Anyways, let's light back up. And let's go to a happier subject. Fucking, what's up? What's going on? So, I pretty much, after like 10th grade, abandoned My Hero Academia. It is wild to me that you guys are the way you are. Anyways, but I had something told to me. Why are you gonna let the fandom decide what content you watch. Just don't be a part of the fans. I was like, oh my god, you're right. So I pretty much just stopped consuming My Hero fan content and just have started just watching the show again. I mean, I'm on season 6 now. I mean, it's alright. I have complaints. Why are the movies so good? Like, I'm not gonna hold you. The movies fucking slap. Especially this last movie. Like, the World's Heroes Mission movie. The military uniforms. Dude, that shit slapped. The animation was... Mwah. I cannot believe I let the fucking fandom fucking do that for me. Like, fucking gatekeep that from me, bro. But yeah, My Hero World's Mission was good. Though I'm not gonna lie, typically my heroes have well, I don't know. I feel like the villain in that movie kind of missed. I didn't like him really much. I mean, he was just kind of basic, and even his quirk wasn't even that fucking... Like, his quirk wasn't that good. Like, I mean, and plus his motivation was just fucking dog shit, kind of. Like, I know, not even kind of, I'll fucking say it, his motivation was dog shit. Like, I've never gotten to, like, everyone left me because of my quirk. Like, anyways, with that out of the way, I finished both blunts, or cigarettes, and I'm pretty fucking high, so I think we're probably gonna end it here with a blinker from the Benjamin on a mango banana, and, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Stay high.